When Cadet Elena Ruiz stepped off the shuttle at Outpost Xylan 4, she immediately felt every eye on her, some curious, most dismissive. The outpost wasn't just a training facility, it was the galaxy's final crucible, the place where the Coalition forged its special operatives from the raw metal of every species. Reptilian Hrax, insectoid Vexery, massive bear-like Baran, each trainee was bred or built for war. But a human? To the others, she was a Deathworld curiosity at best, cannon fodder at worst. Lieutenant Commander Thrix, a towering Vexery with glittering chitin plates, read her file with thinly veiled disdain as she stood at attention. Cadet Ruiz. Earth Sector. Human. Yes, sir, Elena replied, voice steady. He tapped a claw on the data pad. Simulation, Category Omega. One of our deadliest survival scenarios. In our models, your odds of survival are 2%. A ripple of laughter passed through the other recruits. Elena's eyes flicked over them. A Hrax flexing his forearms, a Baran cracking his knuckles like boulders grinding together. She just smiled. Permission to speak freely, sir? Thrix tilted his head. Granted. She shrugged. What should I do with the other 98%? Silence. Then Thrix's mandibles clicked in amusement. We shall see, human. Omega was more than a test, it was a legend whispered in training yards from Vega to Orion. No terrain simulation. No structured goal. They dropped you into a terraformed hellcape, freezing tundra, boiling acid rain, predatory fauna that made Earth's grizzlies look like kittens. Recruits had 7 days to survive, find the extraction beacon, and signal for pickup. The average for most species? For days before the system tagged them Kia. On the first night, the Vexery observers watched from the control bunker as the monitors tracked Elena's biosigns. The Hrax had formed a small hunting pack. The Baran cadet had bulldozed his way through a tunnel network to hibernate between ambushes. Elena? She was alone, crouched in the roots of a massive obsidian tree as acid rain fell in sheets around her. She'd built a makeshift shelter using thermal cloth from her drop kit and the hide of a 3-meter razor beast she'd killed hours in. Thrix watched the live feed with an annoyed flick of his mandibles. She will run out of luck by dawn. But dawn came and went. So did the next night. On day 3, they watched her lay traps in a canyon choke point. When a pack of acid-spitting stalkers tried to corner her, the traps funneled them straight into a pit lined with jagged roots. She didn't waste a bullet, she used stones and gravity. On day 5, they saw her craft an improvised water filter from a shredded rucksack and mineral sand. Other recruits staggered half delirious from dehydration, but the human sipped clean water as she mapped her path to the beacon. By day 6, the Hrax pack had fractured, turning on each other for dwindling rations. The Baran cadet was last seen lumbering in circles, infected wounds festering. Only one marker remained active, Cadet Ruiz. When she finally stumbled out of the poison marsh at the extraction beacon, hair matted, uniform in tatters, her vitals spiking from infection and exhaustion, she still managed a grin for the hovering drones. Any chance you brought coffee with that rescue? She rasped. They carried her into the infirmary like a legend reborn. Word spread through the outpost before the medics had even finished stitching her up. The human didn't just survive. She made Omega her hunting ground. Later that week, Thrix entered the recovery ward. Elena lay propped up, skin pale but eyes bright. He loomed over her, claws clasped behind his back. You were given a 2% chance. Explain this. Elena smirked, wincing as the movement pulled at the bandages on her ribs. You lot still don't get it. Enlighten me. She gestured to the distant window where the frozen wastes of Omega stretched under a cold blue sun. Humans don't see percentages. We see options. You give us a 2% chance, we'll find the cracks in the 98. You build an unbeatable obstacle, we'll crawl through the wiring. You put us on a death world? That's just called home. Thrix's mandibles clicked. He tapped the datapad once, slowly. The council will want to observe your next deployment. Elena's grin widened. Tell them to bring extra odds. I like breaking them. In the corridor outside, recruits of every species went silent as she was wheeled past, the soft Deathworlder who had treated a 2% survival chance like an open door. From that day on, when the galaxy spoke of humans, they spoke with a new measure of caution, and no drill instructor ever again underestimated what a Deathworlder might do with the other 98%.